Hey, sisters and brothers, welcome to week 76 of Read Through the Bible in 2 years. In our Old Testament reading, we are entering into what is perhaps the strangest of all of the prophetic books of the Old Testament, the book of Ezekiel. Now, Ezekiel and Jeremiah, they're contemporaries with one another. But the difference is that Ezekiel has been taken into exile by the armies of Babylon, and now he lives with the exiles in Babylon. Jeremiah stayed back in Jerusalem. So there are times where Jeremiah is sending letters from Jerusalem to Babylon, and Ezekiel is having visions and sending them in the form of letters from Babylon back to Jerusalem again. And the first chapters of this prophetic book of Ezekiel are visions that Ezekiel receives, very trippy, strange visions about the destruction of Jerusalem. You see, Ezekiel was exiled in the year 597, but Jerusalem wasn't destroyed by the armies of Babylon. That would come 10 years later, when once again the armies of Babylon would lay siege to Jerusalem, and finally, after a long and painful siege, would enter in and ultimately destroy the walls of Jerusalem and burn the temple to the ground. And these first chapters talk about this as coming as part of God's judgment because of continued idolatry in Judea or in Judah. The New Testament readings are found in the book of Acts, chapters 22 and 23. You see, Paul, after his third missionary journey, has returned back to Jerusalem again, and as he's worshiping in the temple, he is arrested. He is recognized and arrested by the Jewish authorities. And here, Paul has an opportunity to tell his story, to give his testimony about why he has been called to take this message of good news to the world through Jesus Christ. And this whole testimony is going very well until he mentions that he has been called now to take this message of good news of God and Jesus Christ to the Gentiles. And it is this that the Jewish council cannot accept, and they want to kill Paul then and there. But then, in order to protect his life, actually, the Roman soldiers arrest Paul because Paul is a Roman citizen after all. And in order to protect him from the Jewish council, he is arrested now by the Romans. And now he has an opportunity to tell his story to those people that will put him on trial now for in the Roman court system. So, folks, I thank you. Thank you for your persistence in reading through the Bible in 2 years, and may it continue to deepen your knowledge of Scripture. May it continue, even more importantly, to deepen your love for this God who speaks to us through Scripture. Thank you.